Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are once again going to be discussing the recent interview between Ninjago series co-creator Tommy Andreasen and the YouTube channel known as TTV. This interview, even though it happened a couple of weeks ago, is still chock full of things that I want to do videos on. Tommy Andreasen revealed a lot of interesting concepts and unused ideas for Ninjago in this very interview, and there's a lot that I want to talk about regarding current Ninjago stuff as well, and of course specific questions that fans have about specific Ninjago entries being canon to the actual storyline. And thankfully in this interview, Tommy Andreasen did talk about the Garmadon solo comic, which in case you guys don't know, yes, Garmadon did have a solo comic series. Now this comic series told the story of Garmadon following Ninjago March of the Oni, and some of the more interesting developments that he had off screen. And when this comic was announced, it was very much confirmed to be canon, taking place after Ninjago March of the Oni. However, with Ninjago crystallized and the reintroduction to the Garmadon character, a lot of his origin kind of ignored what the comic was trying to tell, and a lot of Ninjago fans that read the comic in preparation for Crystallized were rather confused when Crystallized didn't even reference anything in the comic. Therefore, a lot of Ninjago fans were very much hesitant to call the Garmadon comic canon anymore, but Tommy Andreasen recently confirmed that yes indeed, these comics are still canon. Despite Ninjago Crystallized pretty much ignoring all of the events of those comics and not really referencing anything that happened in them, those comics are still canon to the main Ninjago storyline. They still matter in the context of the grand scheme of the story, they are still important for Ninjago fans to read. Tommy Andreasen discussed how Ninjago Crystallized could take place a fair amount of time after the comic wrapped up. Therefore, the origin story for Garmadon that we saw in Ninjago Crystallized could still make sense within the context of the comic's events. Essentially, the timeline works this way: March of the Oni, then the Garmadon comic, then the origin story that we saw in Ninjago Crystallized during the flashbacks, and then Ninjago Crystallized. All of these things working together to make Garmadon's comeback story as concluded with Ninjago Crystallized. So long story short, the Garmadon comic is still canon for those of you guys that are wondering, and I would highly recommend reading that comic if you guys have not done so already. It's a fantastic read and it does a lot for the Garmadon character overall, so I would definitely recommend checking it out if you guys have the time and the resources. And even if it wasn't canon, I would still recommend it because it still is a good read, all things considered. With that being said, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Leave all your thoughts down below regarding the Garmadon comic, and of course, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again really soon. Peace.